Number 1. The ruby-throated hummingbird beats its wings at the incredibly rapid speed of 50 to 70 times a second. If a 170-pound man expended energy at the rate of the hummingbird, he would have to eat 285 pounds of hamburger or twice his weight in potatoes each day in order to maintain his weight. He would also have to evaporate 100 pounds of perspiration per hour to keep his skin temperature below the boiling point of water. Number 2. Birds played a role in aerial warfare during World War I. Because of their acute hearing, parrots were kept on the Eiffel Tower to warn of approaching aircraft long before planes were heard or seen by human spotters. Number 3. A little more than a century ago, there was an account of a flock of passenger pigeons in a column 500 yards wide that took 3 hours to pass over the observer, about 1 billion birds in all. Today, ironically, the passenger pigeon is extinct. Number 4. The female pigeon cannot lay eggs if she is alone. In order for her ovaries to function, she must be able to see another pigeon. If no other pigeon is available, her own reflection in a mirror will work as well. Number 5. The largest egg ever laid by any creature we know of was that of the extinct Aepyornis of Madagascar. The egg was 9.5 inches wide and 13 inches long. It also had a volume of 2.35 gallons. Number 6. The chick of the mallee fowl never knows either of its parents. As soon as it burrows out of the mound in which its mother built her nest, the chick is able to fly and is entirely on its own. No mother mallee has ever been seen with a brood. Number 7. Thomas Edison had a collection of over 5,000 birds. Number 8. In the 1840s, pigeons would carry European news from ships approaching the U.S. to newspapers along the Atlantic coast, from Halifax to the U.S. Capitol. The limit on how much news a pigeon could carry was one reason for the demise of the medium. Number 9. For protection against predators, the silvery-cheeked hornbill chooses a hollow tree for a nest and seals herself in until her chicks are grown. Only a very narrow opening is left when the entrance hole is closed, with a mixture of mud, bark, and material regurgitated by the male. He feeds her and the chicks 10 to 20 times a day over a 3-month period. The female keeps the nest clean, throwing out dirt and old feathers and defecating neatly through the opening. When the young are grown, she breaks down the wall with her bill and everyone emerges, the mother so fat that for a few days she can scarcely fly. Number 10. With few exceptions, birds do not sing while on the ground. They sing during flight or while sitting on an object off the ground. Exceptions include, of course, the turnstone, which is a shorebird, and some American field sparrows. Number 11. The tallest bird of all time was the moa, a flightless inhabitant of New Zealand that became extinct 400 years ago. It grew to be 11 feet tall, and its drumstick was a yard long. Number 12. The yolk of a bird's egg is connected to the shell by an albumin rope. During incubation, these ropes break, and the mother bird must rotate her eggs to keep the yolks in the center while the chicks are forming. Number 13. The African eagle, swooping at better than 100 miles per hour, can break to a halt in 20 feet. Number 14. The albatross has the largest wingspread, anywhere from 10 to 12 feet, of all creatures flying today. This bird has adapted so well to life in the winds of the Atlantic Ocean that once the young albatross leaves the island of its birth, it may not touch any land again for 2 years. And number 15. Migrating geese fly in a V formation to save energy. A goose's wings trim the air and leave an air current behind. In the flying wedge, each bird is in position to get a lift from the current left by the bird ahead. It is easier going for all except for the leader. During a migration, geese are apt to take turns in the lead position.